Hey friends, I'm here with a quick tip of the day. And what are we doing? I'm going to talk about jewel crafting. So I'm on my enchanter, and one of the things I wanted to bring up was the trio jewelry. So we type in trio here in my jewel kit, and all these different kinds will come up. Well, here it's showing gold and platinum, vellum, and you may ask, well, what comes after vellum? Because vellum is level 55 recommended. It's showing, well, here we go. At least it's showing palladium. Let me type in just rings, so I just get a list of some of the rings, and that might be easier to do. So silver is the very first one. You got silver, and you've got electrum. Then you go to gold, and with gold you can have it compartmented. That means you use some vial of cloudy mana to have an extra slot, so you can fit random augments in there. Just the regular augments that you find that drop off monsters and stuff. Then of course you got platinum after that, and that can also be compartmented where it's got an extra slot for regular aug. And then you've got vellum, and of course, like I said, vellum is recommended 55. Then you've got palladium. You might not know how to make palladium, and I'll show you that in a sec. Then you've got dorium, that's for level. So palladium's 65, dorium is 75. I think it goes 10 level intervals. Then we've got cosgrite with another 10 levels is 85. Alarin with is 95, right? Then we got planar alloy, and that's level 95 to 100. And those are the ones that I'm aware of. I'm sure that there are some for 115, 120. Sure, there'll be some for 125 when 125 becomes a thing. So we're going to cover the ones that I know. So palladium, for example. How do we get a prismatic palladium bar? It's just scale ore. I don't have any on my enchanter at the moment, but you just combine some scale ore with gnomish heat source. I don't actually remember if you have to unlock this or not. I don't think you do, but I could be wrong. Some of the more recent materials like Nihilite that came out back in GOD, some might consider it recent, some might not, because it was kind of a long time ago now, needed to be unlocked by doing a series of tasks, quests, whatever, where you work with the stuff to be able to get it, to be able to work with it. So let me go to trio ring again, and then we have dorium. How do you get dorium? Well, to get a dorium bar, you have to combine a platinum bar, a gnomish heat source, and a raw facite crystal. Facite crystals are dropped off mobs, just the same way as scale ore is dropped off mob, and chances are those mobs are going to be level 75 or 70 to 75 for the raw facite crystal. And then we've got cosgrite, right? I'm actually going to keep these open to make it easier for me to search. So here we go, cosgrite. And if you all feel you want to add more information to this video, feel free to do so by leaving comments in the description below. So this one is also platinum, and it's got gnomish heat source, and then you've got Cosgrove powder, again dropped off creatures. You could also set up a buyer in the bazaar, which is what I usually do when I need this kind of stuff, and I buy it off other players. And then of course once you've got your Cosgrite bar, you can make your jewelry. And then we got Alarin metal, type that, and there we go, Alarin metal. Another similar thing, a platinum bar, gnomish heat source, and essence of Alaris, again also dropped off monsters. At least I'm pretty sure it is. It looks like I've only made rings with this. There's also the Alarin gemstones that look like this once they've been cut, well, they look like that when they're raw. It just says Alaris gemstone. And then this is pretty cool because you've got all these stats here. You've got some heroic, and of course this can only be applied to jewelry for level 90 plus. I think it would be so cool if we had at least some of these stats, like maybe a bonus attack and hit point regen, mana regen for things a little lower level, maybe I don't know, 65 or 75 at least. I think the lowest level thing you can do might be, it's either 75 or 85 with a miraculous stone, however you pronounce it. I've always had trouble pronouncing that damn thing. And then planar alloy. Let's go to that. Oh, that's why it's not coming up. I put an S instead of an A. There we go. Planar alloy. And again, no machine source. And this one gets planar energy shard. It's something that looks like a wild looking swirly candy, kind of like a mint but with some blue in it. So a platinum bar and planar energy shard and your Noma sheet source. And that's how you craft some of the metals, and then some of the rings. Once you get your planar alloy bar, it's straightforward. You ring mold, your trio setting tool, and your vial of distilled mana to have it compartmented. I think you could still do it without the vial of mana, but then you lose that extra slot. And why would you not want an extra slot in your jewelry? Because that just means you can add extra augs to it to make it better. So I hope this little video helps people. Maybe you're coming back after a hiatus and being away from Everquest for a while, and you're unaware of some of these newer metals and ores that you can use to make jewelry for higher levels. And some of the stats on them end up being pretty good. If you enjoyed this video at all, please consider leaving a thumbs up and a comment telling me what helped you, what you liked about it. If you absolutely hated this video, you're welcome to leave a thumbs down, and I would again love a comment to say what I did wrong, where I failed you, what was disappointing about it, was the sound bad, just something more than just, oh, you stink, just some constructive criticism is always better, because that's how we improve, right? If you like what I do, you want to support me and support the channel, consider subscribing, and if you really like it, consider joining as a channel member by hitting the join button below. Channel members get special perks like custom badges and emojis, and they also get access to our super secret Discord where we make plans and to group in world, because we have a guild that we made just for viewers like you to join and group with us here on the Verona Vice server. There's also a Patreon page where if you want to support me, support what I do, you could also join as a patron. Patreon members get access to the videos early, like several weeks early, and all the videos on Patreon are completely commercial free. That's another way to support me. Both Patreon members and YouTube members get access to the Discord, so that's how you can show your support and your love for your pal Fezzelwig. I hope this helped you. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.